Okay, what are the things we have seen yesterday? Just a brush up, please. Guys, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
I'm going to share you a catalog item. Okay. I just want you to create only the catalog item. Don't create the flow, workflow, those things and all. Okay. Just create a catalog item and um, variables and the user ID. I'm going to put it in the chat. It's saying the contest is too long. Yeah, I put it in the chat. Create up to that. I will give few more information on that. I will allow you to create this for 5 minutes. Okay. Create one maintain item, please. Very important for the HR catalog task. That's the reason I'm asking to create it as of now. Just 5 minutes. It won't take more than that.
Hello, Tracy. Good morning.
Have you tried to do this one actually, guys? Yes or no? I will move to the next one actually. Now let us see today about the HR task creations. We have multiple type of HR tasks in it. The HR task and from the HR cases. I just grouped it by the parent. I'm opening one of the parent report. So here we have a case for the new hire onboarding. But for that, if you see how many task has been opened for it, similar task for this particular record. These are the tasks and requests. If I see the HRT is the task actually. Okay. For the new hire people, they were asking for what? Employee profile update. From this HR service, it is creating. How do we use our, what is that? Order guide. Okay. Same way this here also it will be working over here. Now, if I take this HR case, new hire onboarding, this would be comes from the lifecycle event management. See, fulfillment type is lifecycle event management, and the table is also filling from what HR lifecycle event management. And if I go for that, before that I have to plug in. I just have multiple HRSD plugin over here that I could see employee journeys, parental leave of absence, now they've taken the parental leave of absence as a separate plugin. And I could see here, we are searching for this plugin only. SN_HR. For parental leaves also, you can able to open a new one. I think we already installed it. Sorry. Life cycle event cases. Okay. Go for life cycle event cases to show you all the cases in the life cycle event types. Like we hire onboarding. This one. I'm going to show you one of the life cycle event, manage life cycle events. We have only one demo over here, that is new hire onboarding. This is a new life cycle event onboarding. So life cycle event message, for example, here they have given some new hire. It can be like for the parental leaves also, as we seen in this application. The parental leave we have seen like maternity leave, paternity leave, this thing also. I will install. Let it get installed in the back end. Here the event type is onboarding and we have something called activity sets. See, this is the main important one you have to learn in HRSD called life cycle event management. We have some sessions. Once the HR particular services has been triggered, if you give the life cycle event management instance, this will be get triggered. Okay, like pre-hire, before hiring, what are the things you have to do? Pre-boarding, before boarding, what you have to do? What is the day one activity? What is the week one activity? What should be done in the 30 days of after 30 days of joining? Even conditions with event BR and residence. For example, between any of these things, the candidate goes back in a sense. What are the things we have to take back from the candidate? So there previously we used to follow our workflows or flow designer. But here we are following what? Life cycle event management. So in this life cycle event management, we have three different people. One is fulfiller, another one is the request, another one is the employee. Let us see one by one, every different pickers over here. Opened it for request change in start date. The screen is visible, right?
Prasi, actually, I'm having a doubt here.
Hmm?
Means, what is the difference between this life cycle event and the workflow? Means, actually, we'll be having the same flow in the workflow also.
Here, what happens? Workflow can be internal or external, correct?
Yeah.
Internal employee workflow, external employee. We can't create the same flow, same thing in a same flow, right?
Means, it is creating tasks and running some notifications. We can do no. Can't we do the same thing in workflow?
Here we have some extra features over here. For example, here if you see there are second thing is our this one. We are adding some catalog to it.
Mhm.
Okay. new catalog creation, a new catalog flow will be get triggered to it. Okay.
Mhm.
And we have some activity sets called pre-hire or pre-boarding. This is our activity sets. And this is for our subject person. This is our field mapping will be done for this particular one. Even though if we have requested for the different field, we can adjust some field over here.
Okay.
Here we will be having, for example, here in India, we don't do the screening. We will be doing only what BGV only we will be doing it over here, right? Background testing for an employee. But in US and all, they will do drug test, multiple other tests, okay? Visa transfer, this thing. This has to be done by some vendors and all. Drug test will be assigned to some other vendor laboratory, and they will do that drug test and they will return the result. So in order to give provision to multiple person to use this one, we are just going for this life cycle event management. This is especially created for the human related stuff, not for the missions or not for giving some provision to this one, that one, or not to have some connection between two systems. This is purely with the human related one, like how the life cycle of a particular onboarding going, how the parental leave will be going, how the paternity leave will be moves on. This can be used by internal employees, uh, those who are not there, still not joined as an employee. Because in this case, if you take during pre-hire and pre-board, the people, those who are joining to the organization will not be in the case, right? Will not be an employee of the organization.
Okay,
Correct?
Prasi. Yes,
They will
yes,
not
yes,
be
Prasi.
they still an external people only. Once they get onboarded from the day one, they will get some access to the organization and everything. So in this case also, they have to send some email to you. They have to connect with you. They have to write some email. They will be many things are there. Some pre-hire onboarding things and all, like BGV verification and multiple other stuffs.
Okay.
So in this case, what it will happen, whatever the life cycle of the human takes place, we will be considering the life cycle event management to be working with them.
Okay, Prasi. So, do we have the trigger conditions for enabling this event?
Yes. For example, this is the new hire onboarding. Okay.
Yeah.
Whenever you create, we have to create one HR service for this one. Okay. During creating some HR services, you have to give this life cycle event management as a flow with that.
Okay.
Okay. Now it is successfully installed. Wait. Here, can you see parental leave of absence? Even type is HR services. From HR services only it will be get triggered. Here we have some parental leave. So many organizations have different flow for different type of leaves. Whichever going to be in the process of more than 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 8 months kind of stuff and all, they will be taking care in this format only. For example, maternity leave and all, it will take in our criteria like from 8 to 10 months, this kind of period it will be takes place. Paternity leave also has some procedures to do it. So like this, we will be having the human nature life cycle flows will be get connected in the life cycle event management. Okay, now we are in the new hire onboarding one. In the new hire onboarding one, the first one is the open for request change in request change in start date. Okay, here you have some conditions. For example, if I open this one, this is our first one. This is for my employee request. This is coming from this HR service, and it is with the activity set of pre-hire and pre-onboarding. Both the types it just has. Blocks activity set completion. Like how we have in our workflow, like once this is completed, the next flow will be auto-triggered. Task completion and all we used to trigger, we used to take it up over there, right? Select it up. So same way only here also it will be working. So here in this activity set, this activity can be get presented and it is an active state. For this HR service, this for this HR category, this HR service will be get triggered to the person. Subject person request, account notification. Account notification, if you see, creates a new HR profile and this user and HR profile table for the new hire. If it does not already exist, it will generate a login and password for the new hire to access the HR portal so that they can complete the task. For this also, you have a new HR service, and this is owned by our HR activity writers. From this group, the people will be helping and managing this responsibility for this particular task. And for this, we are having some field map. And for this, we are just using our HR people. Only HR people can handle this one. So if you go for this HR service, HR service, this HR service will have what? It doesn't have a record producer, but still it will be working in the backend. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to trigger this from the backend as a lifecycle event management. For that, I'm going to create a case as of now. I'm choosing one user over here. And my HR service should be like new hire onboarding, new hire onboarding, create case. For this HR service, I have the lifecycle event management as an one, and my lifecycle event management is new hire onboarding demo. I see below nothing has been get created, but once I move this to right, ready for work. Here we have that process: pre-hire onboarding, pre-boarding, day one, week one, 30 days initial, continue to this one. Like this, we will be having all the phases. And also you could see all other things which has to be done in the set. Only pre-hire we have. Once we complete the pre-hire, pre-boarding will also be get open, but we doesn't have zero task as of now. Once we complete this one will be get open. In between, if you want to rescind this past particular profile, if you click on this, then that rescind will be, this particular process will be get taken place. Now, do you have your PDI ready with you guys? What happened? Why I am asking if the PDI is ready? Nobody is responding to that actually.
Rasi, today I have logged from my phone only. I'm not having laptop today.
This is very important session. If you have some hands-on, then it will be good for you all.
Yeah, but I came to other place, Prasi.
So here I just created a new hire documentation and it was assigned to a particular person. So here, as we have some checklists, they will check the checklist and they will be working upon. Otherwise, this agent will take care about the new hire people. They will, whoever our subject person is, for that subject person, he will take all the documentation process, create an NDA for a subject person, and then sign IT agreement, sign IP, sign facilities and security admin. All these things they will be doing for this particular case. In the pre-hire itself, we have employee drug screening test. If I open this one, this employee has to take care of the drug test of these people. Look at the employee profiles to determine the nearest facility in their area. Set up drug screen appointments with vendor. Create a task for the employee with a drug screen. See, in the life cycle event management, within a case, you have the ability to create other cases and other tasks. See, this guy has to complete all these four process for this subject person. Okay.
Okay, Prasi.
Now, how they are doing this one actually in the backend? That is what we have to learn as of now. Just give me a minute.
Okay.
Sorry, I just out of charge. So here I could see all these things. The first and foremost one is triggering from the HR service called new hire documentation. New hire documentation has its own thing, and also below that we have some HR piece. It can be a task, child HR service, task, 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 child HR service. For this task, you have some templates. SN underscore core underscore HR task template. See, we have some e-signature things and a template we have. IT agreement, the non-disclosure agreement. But this also gets stored here what? Under the documentation only. This is the employee receipt of company properties. For them, they're just having this particular agreement to be get filled by them. So the same agreement will also be working over here also for the IT agreement. So once if I open the task, open the first one as below that we have that sign IT agreement. This user will get a signature for this two thing also sibling task. But same way, they have a template. And if you going to once you logged in as this Benjamin, this guy, you could see that signing that agreement. Okay. See, as I assign, as I impersonate at this one, I could see a page called sign document. In HR phase, actually, signing is the signing and testing is the very crucial part. You have to impersonate as lot of person and you have to test it out at one. Now it just started that IT agreement, see, and it obviously moved to close complete. Our next one is the generate an NDA for the subject person. As you, as an assigned to person, has to do this one. Have to impersonate as this guy. Now I have to preview document. I have to put this guy address, city, date, signed generated date and all. They will be putting it up. But other documents we have to create, other details we have to fill it up as a user, and I can generate this document. Once this is non-disclosure has been generated, that particular person has to sign that one. Okay. So like this, we will be having multiple tasks for the single catalog item or not catalog item. Here it is an HR services related to it. For the next class, definitely everyone should have a laptop and you have to have your PDF. This one is done by our fulfiller. If I open this one, sorry, I have to stop my impersonation. Mhm. Okay. Here, drug screen. Drug screen is also coming from a HR service called Request Drug Center. This activity leverages the HR criteria table to check the HR profile table on the new hire employee type. For this activity, the new hire with the employee type of employee will be required to complete the drug screening as the condition of their employee. You know about drug screening. This will not be done over here, but still this will be taken place in US, this kind of areas. Follow the checklist. Impersonate as foreign speech. As the foreign speech, he has to click on start work. Now they will create and put that appointment over there and they get the result. See, you have to create one task for them to complete it. And then you can close complete this one. You have to follow that checklist actually. Any questions till now? Guys?
No, Prasi.
Now, I'm going to give you one assignment basically. I'm going to give you two different flows. You can choose any one flow to be work with you actually. Okay. Just go through this flow. If I shared one Word docs over there. And another one is the image what I shared with you. Any one thing you can able to try in the life cycle event. I don't want you to complete, just to try it up actually. Have you all get both the document and this picture?
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys, let's meet on Monday. Have a great day, everyone. Okay?
Yep, Prasik, can I get the videos at least today?
Yeah, I will share it.
So please do the time go through this weekend.
Yeah, I will. Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye, Prasad.